What's going on? Happy Friday.
What is up?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, I was looking at the same thing too. No live on IG.
Yeah, Instagram's nothing.
Did I screw up?
Leave it up to Gerald.
You know what? Nobody said I was smart. I'm good looking.
Crystal, where are you?
No, where's the brains behind the brawn?
Here's me going. So I probably did it wrong. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
It's live now. Oh, there we go. Look at that. You did it. Okay, all right. You did it.
I'm half retarded, not full retarded.
Oh, there we go. And we're not never
like you said, we're never going to be monetized. So let's just we'll just live with that. So how was your week? Everybody have a good week?
Yeah, man. Good week.
Yeah, mine's just starting.
That's right. You said this was your Tuesday?
That's fucking sucks. Oh,
that's horrible.
It's fine though if you think about it, because I got my 2 shipping days off. So I got Tuesday, Wednesday. So I can pick up anything, I can send anything else out. I'm like, my other position, I was rushing home, boxing up animals, sending them out, and now I don't have to worry about that anymore.
I love it. The glass is half full mentality. I love it.
Yes, sir.
You guys see the swag?
I seen that. I seen your.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Yeah,
that's right.
And I seen whatchamacallit wearing your
Courtney. Yeah.
Crystal's fancy.
Shall we
swag.
give these people their validation this morning or this evening?
This morning.
Yeah, for some people it is morning.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, if we have Australians in here, it's morning.
I'm getting used to being in Germany, so I'm just practicing for it.
Well,
Chris is commenting on your background.
I figured somebody might like it.
It is awesome.
So let's get these topics started. One of the things I wanted to talk about was reputation. How important is it? Because we're nobodies. We're starting to build a brand so that we can have people say, hey, Jared, he's a good dude. He's got good animals and good morals and all that stuff. So that was gonna. I was pretending. We both know about you. But...
we all know that he's not a good dude.
Yeah.
Everything but the morals was correct. Fuck you, Paul. I have questionable morals at times. Okay.
What was going to go is I was going to segue into the topic of the day, all the fun stuff that's been happening on Instagram and Facebook and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to show you that right now. I'll let everybody else see what the hell we're talking about. So. So basically what's been going on, Adam Wicken from Wicken's Wicked Reptile, he rehoused 6 leopard geckos, females, in an enclosure. He was showing that, they're a communal animal, and this is based on the information that he's found. This is how he believes that they would live out in the wild and everything else. We know that a little bit about it, that males can be confrontational and stuff, but we're all learning based on what we see out in YouTube, books, documents, anything we can find. So he posted the video. Some people didn't like what he was doing, and they made it more of a controversy. Reached out to Dubia Roaches because he received he commented on them because they gave him a nice enclosure, as a sponsor. So he did a great job, and he talks about how awesome their cages are, and how great they were to put them together, and how well made they are, and he was actually quite impressed. So he was commenting on that, but then it goes forward. Anyway, somebody commented, didn't like it, and there was a little bit of kickback. So I'll let you guys watch this. So just give me one sec.
Thank you so much, everyone who reached out to me the last day or so. There's obviously been a lot of dogpiling, and it is what it is, and incitement and the whole thing, but it's fine. It's no big deal. I got no hate for anybody, and regardless of what your stance is on anything that's gone on the last day, no hate for you, and no distaste whatsoever. But I have a question for you. Where do we get standards for care? So, for example, if you are someone who believes leopard geckos are solitary creatures, well, first of all, you're just wrong. Nobody would agree with you who's ever seen them in the wild. But if there's something that maybe isn't as black and white, leopard geckos should never be cohab, for example. Certain things that are absolutes. Where did you get the information from, aside from, I read it on this care guide, we've known forever, you should know better. Where did you actually get the information from? Where did the information come from in the first place? Let's just challenge each other and really think, do we know things because they're true, or do we know things because we've been told that for so long in the first place?
So I just listening to that, being completely honest, I've been doing this now for just around 4 years. We're getting on to the 4th year. I got my information, I'm sure, like many of you, YouTube, Brian Barchuk, watching all the amazing YouTubers and getting my information there. Where did you guys get your info?
I've watched a lot of Adam. Adam's gave me a lot of good information, man. And what some people aren't taking into consideration is he's probably one of the few people that are keeping these animals that have actually went out into the wild and watched them in their native habitat to see them, to see how they react. They did this on, I know some people don't like Dave Kaufman, but they went with Dave Kaufman and they went out and they videotaped all kinds of animals in the wild, including leopard geckos.
Right.
And they saw them. So me as a leopard gecko breeder, I've never seen them in the wild. So I can't tell you 100% what they're doing out there to know. What I can tell you is that if you put a male in with a female or a male in with a male, they're going to get bit, especially males and females during breeding season or males and males over territorial dispute. Just like any other friggin', almost any other friggin' animal that's territorial, they're going to do that. The females may be able to be colonized or communal, but I don't know. I've never seen them in the wild and studied them at a length.
I think. Go ahead, Gerald.
I completely agree with you on that point. Like we know what we've been told, what we've seen on our own. Like I know geckos. We know during breeding season they do the biting, the nipping. That's what they are. That's what they do. Ball pythons, for the most part, as long as you don't put a boy with a boy with a girl, for the most part, you're okay. I wouldn't necessarily say do it long term, but
they're still gonna get scarred up.
But
males and females, they'll bite the shit out of each other. They will. I know some people will disclaim this. They will drop their damn tails. They will bite the shit out of each other, man, and it's not always pleasant. I mean, they scar up the backs and stuff, and they have battle scars from this.
For sure.
Yeah.
So the point in this is, I guess he put 6 girls to live communal. There was no boys. And so that was what he did. I'm going to put on one more video. Basically, it was to Darian. Darian basically put Adam on blast, saying, he did not allow this to be, this was not, he was not supposed to be involved in the way it was. He does not sponsor this. He does not believe in it, and so on and so forth. So I'm just going to post one more video, and then we're going to continue talking about it. So give me 1 second.
Speaking of animals, let's go downstairs and let's pick the nicest ones that we're keeping for this year. And just to give you an idea here, I know this might be controversial. Indubi.com in no way is endorsing keeping geckos together. I didn't talk to them about this at all. Indubi.com in no way is endorsing keeping geckos together. And Doobie.com in no way is endorsing keeping geckos together. I didn't talk to them about this at all. I'm just saying, all these animals are hatched out within 4 months of each other. They're all full size. They're all really great so far. I've had them together when I'm cleaning bins and things like that. And of course, there's no males. It's only females. There's gonna be no breeding. There's gonna be no fighting. There's lots of place for them to go. So let's go ahead.
So debate.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the problem is a lot of information that we get is just kind of parroted amongst each other. So and so will hear it from one source and then just keep it, just like the telephone game, just keeps going to one person to the next.
Right.
Who actually picks up a book and reads it, who actually, is researching this stuff on their own versus just repeating what they've heard from others.
I mean, and who knows if those leopard geckos identify as female or male?
Here it comes. Yeah.
Paul could probably tell us a lot about this.
Shut the fuck up.
Had some good training on that, right?
He did. From what I understand, he had some good training. Paul, you want to elaborate on your training?
The whole cultural diversity and everything else that I went through, they tell me it's wrong to tell you to suck a dick. I'm not allowed to say that anymore.
Because you don't know what he wants to talk.
Because yeah, exactly. Because he identifies as a, I don't know. Right. I might hurt his feelings.
Hey, Paul, do you know how a transgender murders people?
Oh boy. How?
They slash them.
You're an asshole. So I watched the video on whatchamacallit talking about the same topic and it with what was his name, Derek, and who the fuck are you? You know what? What works for me might not work for you, but I mean he's been doing it for so long, and he knows what he's doing. So why do you have to bash somebody to fucking, to all of a sudden? Because let's be honest, I'm sure. And I mean, it could so if I was Adam, I probably would have talked to Darian before I did a video so that he knows what's coming. So that right there, maybe that was a mistake or not. It is what it is. I mean, it happened. So Darian gets slack for it. And now he has to backpedal. If that's what it comes down to, right? So,
but there's no way to tell how somebody's going to take a video, and that's the issue. Like he could have ran it through Darian and said, "Hey, Darian, I'm going to do this," and Darian, no, that's great, sounds awesome.
Right.
Adam's a reputable person, but there's no way to 100% tell how everyone is going to receive and accept the information, whether it be true or false.
I mean, you're getting those. They're the same people that say, "Why do you have snakes and rats?" It's just something that it needs to. It's just something that people need to have. It's just people that sit behind their fucking keyboard and need to fucking do something about it.
Not just that. You shouldn't feel like you need to defend yourself and go on defense mode every time somebody that you sell or give something to does something stupid. Or even if you think that it's stupid, right? So if I go sell a snake to somebody, which I've done, and this person all of a sudden gets caught for animal cruelty charges and then gets all their stuff taken away, am I at fault for that? When I shipped this to somebody halfway around the country, I shipped a snake to somebody that was in Washington State, got hit for animal cruelty charges about 4 months later, and all of his animals got repossessed. I didn't know that the house was going to be that way. Am I liable for that? Should I be on the defense because I didn't go to somebody's house halfway across the country and inspect their situation before I gave them something? What if I build an enclosure and I sell this person an enclosure that's, say, a 6x6, and then all of a sudden they put fucking 8 leopard geckos in it? Well, am I liable for that? Do I need to go on the defensive?
At that point, that's a good topic as well too. I mean, at that point, you're talking to the person selling the snake to, you're kind of trying to get the feel out of a person anyway of what they've been doing anyway as well. I mean, and you're right. How the fuck do you know? I mean, he could obviously give you a line of shit of everything and everything, and you're still gonna sell it. I mean, Chris actually said something about that though, running by your videos, with the creator, and I mean, he's right. Why do you have to do that?
But I got a question on that though: is if you're a sponsored person putting out sponsored content, should you at least run that information, that content by your sponsors first, so that way at least they're not, getting hit all of a sudden with a bunch of angry people like, how could you sponsor this?
Do you think Chris fucking runs to Judson and be like, hey, listen, I'm gonna talk about assholes, retards, and whatever?
I think
I don't think so.
I think Chris gets the pass because everybody
Justin will be
knows
like,
how he is.
You're out.
Justin probably says, I don't want to know about it. Just do what you got to do.
I want plausible deniability.
Right, 100%.
I'm going to say this with all due respect to the millionaire that is creating more drama in the hobby, because that's what he does, is create drama. I think that's what this is. This is a knee-jerk reaction and not being able to handle criticism. And now he's making it more drama.
Yeah.
More drama than it needs to be. If those animals are healthy and nobody's getting hurt and nobody's getting bitten, they have ample food, they have ample hides, they all get heat, they all get plenty of water. How many animals do we know in the reptile hobby and other hobbies that are cohabbed? There's plenty. Yeah. There's plenty of them. A lot of people keep breeding trios, breeding, quads, and it happens. I mean, that it's not outside. It's not outside the norm to do that. And dependent on space, you do what you have to do. I think it's just another plot for friggin' clickbait. It's more clickbait.
Well, look what it's working, because it's getting a lot of people talking about it.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. It's bringing attention to Dubia, who I'm sure everybody knows who that is at this point. But
by the way, it was a nice enclosure. So go back and watch the video. It was a nice enclosure. So I'll give it to him on that.
Yeah, well,
but
with ample amount of space too, where they all can hide. It's not like
can separate.
Yeah.
But if he's monitoring them, and
they all got hot spots, they can do everything they need to do, just like they do in the wild. You tell me that you go out and look for leopard geckos in go to Afghanistan and you get into a colony of leopard geckos, or even go to Mississippi where I just was, and there's a bunch of wall geckos that are all over each other. There's probably 20 or 30 of them within a 5-foot radius. Geckos tend to be communal animals. They do, but the males are also territorial and will defend their territory, just like a lion and a pride.
Yeah. And then, like Crystal said, like bigger breeders with cresties do it. They'll keep trios. I bred leopard geckos many years ago, and during breeding time, I'd keep 2 females with a male. You just monitor them. Because sometimes the males will be aggressive with the females. Sometimes the females will get aggressive with each other. But you monitoring your animals, you give them ample space. If one needs to go on a hot side, there's multiple hot spots for them.
I do it with my jeweled lacerdas as well.
Yeah,
my jeweled lacerdas,
do it responsibly.
And if I see one that's being aggressive, that one gets removed, and then I drop the size of the the breeding pair.
Right.
Or sometimes it even happens when you put a 1-to-1. You put a 1-to-1 and nothing says that female's not going to attack that male and kill him because they weren't, they weren't copacetic.
That's the thing. I mean, he's a content creator, but he also takes care of his animals.
He does.
So
He's amazing.
So what's wrong with it? I mean, all right, you know what? And I don't breed. I mean, I don't leopard geckos. I have no idea about them. So either information that I'm going to get, and you take into consideration, and it is what it is. So he has 6 fucking females in one cage, and he says they work, and it works well with them. Okay,
right.
Maybe I do that. Oh,
Yeah.
you know, and some people say they're solitary. Okay. Who the fuck cares?
At this
But look
point,
at the stuff.
everything. Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, sorry. I would say look at the stuff people have done 20, 30 years ago that we're not doing now anymore because we've learned that, okay, hey, you know, the snakes do thrive in this versus that, or, you know, it's adapting and shifting with the new information that comes out. You know,
Yeah,
if he's showing that
that's
this
what I was gonna
works, then, you know,
It's science. That's what we're
Right.
doing. We're doing science live action. This is freaking biology class when in our 30s and 40s. Right. That's what
finally
we're doing.
paying
We're-
attention, right?
Yeah, we're playing with animals. We're figuring out what they're gonna do, what they're not gonna do, and how they're gonna react. And nobody has the answer. And no two animals are gonna react the same.
Right.
Right.
Well, that goes back with what works for me might not work for you.
Even different parts of the country I find are different. Like, you know, actually, not even different parts of the country. I can take a snake that Jared's having a hard time feeding and bring it to my house, and just the change in atmosphere, location, and everything, that animal automatically goes on food. And it has nothing to do with me feeding a different animal. It can literally just be the change in environment, the change in scenery, call it the climate, whatever you want to call it. But that little change can get that animal that's not eating all of a sudden eating. And by no fault, like every other one of Jared's animals are eating, but he's got one that doesn't. He sends it to me, and all of a sudden it's on food. Am I better than him? No.
No.
I did the same thing Jared would have done.
It might be better than Jared. I mean,
Questionable, yeah.
you know what, Chris?
Pull up
Chris is
Chris's
absolutely
Chris's
right. Yeah.
comment right there.
That's absolutely right. I was just reading that.
Yeah. He makes a valid point there. They are.
Yep.
They're so far removed. These ball
Yeah.
pythons that we keep in captivity,
Right.
are they have been bred for certain traits, and they would not survive in the wild because of what we've done to them in captivity.
Right.
It's the same thing with domesticating dogs and cats. Same thing with leopard geckos and everything else. We tame them down. They learn human behavior. They learn us. They learn that food's coming.
Yep.
And sooner or later, that evolutionary step happens, and they get used to it. And that fear of humanity is gone. And so is the fear of or the need to fight for territory and everything else.
Now,
100%.
question here. Now, has anybody ever been into one of Darian's stores or his reptarium that he has?
Never.
I mean,
I just seen another. I just seen a video of somebody taking a tour of his new reptarium or whatever.
because I know he's also building another store too. But I mean, like, if you're gonna keep pointing fingers at everybody, is your stuff 100%?
Because people might start pointing back at you. It's a valid
Correct.
process.
And he's shown in the past that he cannot take that criticism. So I don't know if he wants to be calling out everybody for everything. I mean, there's valid things to call out, like if you see someone putting 3 ball pythons in a 10-gallon tank, address that. But this guy obviously has the knowledge with these animals. He has the skill and the know-how, and he hasn't observed anything that would cause him to question the well-being of them being together.
I think it was just like Jared said, it was an automatic knee-jerk response
Right.
to getting a few negative feedbacks. Because some people, we need to be thick-skinned, because like what was USR created for? As a protection, because a whole bunch of people don't think that we should own these animals that we own. So, if we all have these knee-jerk reactions and start attacking each other, we're going to be no better than what they are. And
it's proactive versus reactive. Some people are proactive and they get ahead of things, and they have disclaimers, which in Adam's defense, he said Dubia.com in no way
hold on, I'll play it for you.
says this is okay. That's what he said. He said you don't have to play it again.
that they don't sponsor, or
they don't say this is okay, but this is what I'm doing, and yes, I have their enclosure, and it's great. Their enclosure is beautiful. So that was him 100% being reactive. Adam was being proactive, saying, this might ruffle some damn feathers. Let me make this blanket statement saying they don't approve of this. This is just me doing it and saying they have a nice enclosure that I just got from them.
Yeah. So
And then Darian was fucking reactive and did what he always does and bowed to the freaking people and the masses and the negativity instead of focusing on something positive, which was he created a beautiful enclosure that he gave to somebody that is putting it to use, and he has animals that are thriving in it.
and Adam's so well known for going above and beyond for his animals. Like, you know, he's not really breeding anything per se. He does do a little bit of breeding, but for the most part, he doesn't do much breeding.
He loves his stuff is rescue stuff.
He loves to keep his animals. That's what he loves. He loves to have a beautiful area where he can go and see all his awesome animals and show them off. Yeah. And he has a well diverse collection, and it's sad to see that, you know, somebody who does really try to take care of their animals get kind of knocked down for
you got railroad
opinion.
From somebody that wants to cause controversy and to be honest, I don't even think that it was cause for a debate. It was just cause because he was backpedaling. But who the fuck cares?
Right.
So are we going to go on to more fun and positive stuff now that we went down a beautiful rabbit hole?
Well, we have not given these people their validation yet.
No,
we have not.
We got Charlie in the house. We got Chris in the house. Shauna Kana, who's always around. You got Mark. Will's Hella Heat. Gecko Diva in the house.
Yep. You got the other Gerald, the other jerk off in here.
Yeah, T. Sanchez, what's up?
Mal, look at Mal.
JNS Exotics, James. You got Gerald, the other Gerald. Just clicking through here.
Mark, Chris Eaton, Charlie's here.
Charlie's here.
I saw Lenny on the Instagram.
Oh, Lenny jumped in on IG.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you send the link to him? Let him know that he can
I've put it in there. Yeah, I've put it in there a few times now.
We're gonna have to get everybody to tell the Val's in here. We're gonna have to get everybody to tell me if they still want to watch this on Instagram, because I keep screwing that up like there's nobody's business.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
just another step.
Third time's the charm. So we'll try again next week.
It goes on just to see if you could get everybody to come over to YouTube, because eventually why put it on Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
So,
but we have made it to number 2.
Al wants you to be bigger.
Picture of the hot guy on the big screen.
She's talking about you, Gerald.
No, I'm thinking.
I think she's talking about Eaton on the corner there.
Chris.
Are you there?
Let me,
Mr. Eaton.
There you go. There's the hot guy.
There you go, Val.
Did you learn that one from Paul?
Learn from what?
That's what you did there, Chris.
That is so fucked up, Chris. That is not fucking nice, man.
I didn't even do it this time.
No.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fucked up, man.
Sorry,
I think that leads us into our next topic. It goes hand in hand. Do you guys think? Here's controversy number 2.
Oh God, we're doing controversies today. I like it.
Do you guys think, in your opinion, we'll go around the horn and start with Chris, because he's down next to me on the bottom over here. Do you think that average Joe reptile keeper needs to have large reptiles, say anacondas, reticulated pythons, Burmese pythons, or keep hots? Does this need to be as regular as it is in the community?
Well, somebody who has kept large snakes for years, I can say that they are not for everybody. Just the general housing requirements, the food bill for feeding them, and the fact that a lot of these people are handling these snakes by themselves puts at a dangerous situation, which would then in turn put a negative light on the hobby if it gets out there. I've always tell people if it's over 8 feet, get 2 people. Rabbits, if you don't have a source, you can be paying $10 a pound and you need a 12-pound rabbit. That gets pricey.
Right.
And then as far as hots, that's a very expensive hospital bill.
Hey, I just want to
you.
focus on Val's next comment.
Yeah.
He said everything every man has ever dreamed of hearing. It doesn't have to be giant to be fun. You hear that, Paul? That's for you, buddy.
I agree with Chris. We don't need the regulation, right? We should be able to keep what we want, but you got to do it responsibly. That's the big thing. If you are gonna
weed out the weak by
he's right on that. Because I just saw a video of the guy. I can't remember his name, but being an idiot over there in India, picking up and got bit on the finger, just careless. So they will weed themselves out.
Well, he lost the finger. Yeah.
The tip, because he got bit, but
just
like I said that. Just the tip.
Fuck, man. I mean, if you've been doing it for so long, and like Barchek or whatever, or the other guy from prehistoric, he has you see the fucking thing that he has like 5 to 10 of them of all this of different species in the same fucking tub. Like,
but where's the call out on that?
Right. So right, and he's laying in the middle of them.
Right.
But
and
like
aggravating pregnant or grabbing moms on eggs and whatnot for the show.
Yeah,
I mean clickbait. It's clickbait,
man. Right.
It's all for content.
Gerald, what's your stance on it, man?
Chandler.
I'm not a big owning hots, but I think there's certain people should own hots. I think there should be some sort of training. Like I don't like anybody getting hurt, losing fingers, dying. Hots are kind of like the loaded gun thing, right? I think if you have some sort of at least a basic knowledge, I don't think anybody should be able to go in and say, yeah, let me have that cobra. I think there should be, a little bit of basic training with somebody who's got experience. There's a bunch of experienced handlers out there. I do think we need to still have people that are willing to handle them, because we need the insulin to be able to help people who actually do get bit out there. And if you don't have some people getting retrained, that would die with the people who are trained. Right. So to say that nobody can own it is kind of like an obsolete an end of something, and you can't do that.
As a general public, I'm not talking about somebody that's trained or producing antivenom or collecting, venom samples.
But how do you get there?
You're talking about going to these shows where they got $25 rattlesnakes sitting on the table.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I remember,
or Burmese, or reticulated pythons, or anacondas that these people get, and then all of a sudden they've got a 13-foot, 14-foot animal that they don't know how to feed or how to take care of.
Well, that should also go upon the person that's selling them.
Correct.
Also as well. I mean,
but it doesn't.
Well, yeah, I could tell you, I was at a reptile store years back, and I'm sitting there, and a kid came in with a fucking gaboon viper in a fucking 10-gallon tank. And he was like, I just went to Pennsylvania and I bought this for fucking $300. The kid's like, get the fuck out of my store. Like,
I've seen
shit
it.
Like that happens, and he never owned a snake. The kid.
Yeah.
And that's the first.
But the person wanted the money.
So the kid told him, he's like, if you get bit by that, it's gonna cost $500,000 to airlift you to the hospital, the only hospital in New York City that has anti-venom, and then they're gonna charge you another fucking $500,000 for the anti-venom, and it's not covered.
Yeah,
I think they're beautiful. I do. Like some of those eyelash vipers and stuff that they have out there are absolutely gorgeous. And those, while they're not deadly to most humans,
what's up, Jake?
I just don't know that is something. You run into two different danger factors when you're talking about venomous snakes and extremely large snakes.
Yeah,
Well,
Even the professional handlers get complacent. That's why half of them are getting bit.
It's not
was gonna say-
when, it's not if you're going to get bit, it's when you're going to get bit.
Yeah.
because I think the guy from the Kentucky Reptile Zoo, I believe his name's Jim. He's been bit so many times.
Fuck you, Chris.
But yeah, I don't think we need all the regulation on it, but it should be responsible sales as well as
Yeah.
keeping.
Well, so my caveat to that question then is, how do we, as an industry, how do we regulate that without being regulated by another entity?
Well, I mean, if you're going to be selling at shows, I think there should be some kind of process in play for you selling that to the animal. One, so it can be, I don't know. See, it's a rabbit hole for sure, because you could start, I'm going to implement this, and okay, well, what about this? But I just don't think any kid with $100 should be able to walk into a show and leave with a cobra or a rattlesnake or something.
We obviously don't do a very good job at regulating ourselves.
Well, that's
Hence
Brian,
the
what Brian
bullshit
said,
that we're
right?
in.
That's what Brian says too. We be policing ourselves.
Right.
We don't do a very good job at it.
No, absolutely not.
Now you can't even go to a reptile show and not see some jackass that has a table that has half dead animals on it or infested with mites, and that's any reptile show.
And that's the thing too. I mean, like, so the people that are running the show should be vetting everybody that comes in or walking around once they're all set up too as well, and be like, get the fuck out,
Correct.
And is it right to put somebody on blast after that too? Like, look at this fucking person. And a lot of people don't do that either as well.
They should. I think they should. That's the way you I think that's the way you combat this, is putting people on blast.
Yeah.
So,
You have to make this shit public. Put it in the public eye if they're doing something stupid. And I mean, like, look, I'm not saying everything. You come to my house and sometimes I'm gone. I come home. There's poop in the tub, right? I get it. I might have cleaned it. I might have cleaned it freaking yesterday. And you walk in there and I go to show some people some snakes and somebody has shit and smeared it all across the wall.
Yep.
I'm not saying something like that. If these people are consistently doing the wrong thing, then it's up to us.
Because that's exactly what happens. That's exactly what
Yeah.
happens. It's not the first time that that guys did it, or the second time that somebody did it. I mean, it's a constant. That person does it, or whatever it is. I'm just saying,
There's nobody sitting here on this show or in this chat that is 100% perfect in everything we do, right? There's been times I went up and I've sprayed every snake tub, or so I thought, and then I come back, a couple days later to go check on water dishes or something, and I've got a snake with a bad shed because my dumb ass skipped that tub when I was going to the next one. Right? I didn't even see it just because, and it happens. It happens to us. Or I forgot to feed this one, or I forgot I even had this one. I mean, there's people that I know have done that.
Right.
So Crystal says, but come back to the situation where Adam is out on blast for 6 geckos. It's subjective.
The situation though is, we either learn from watching videos or not. So is he really on blast? I mean, after he put that out, I mean, there's going to be people that support him too. So he is getting some negative feedback. Of course.
And the thing is, when you're out in the public eye, you're going to get both.
Yeah, and I mean,
right.
Darian's getting both too. So
I'm sure.
So it's is he really going to lose 300,000 followers off his YouTube?
I don't believe he's going to lose any true followers. No,
right, exactly. And you know what? Because half the people that are watching him are learning from him. So it doesn't.
And
fucking
we learn
matter.
from other people's mistakes as well.
Exactly.
Correct.
So
leave that out there. That's why I think it's so crucial to put it on blast.
Yeah.
So we learn from those mistakes. You can't just learn from your own. You have to learn from other people's mistakes as well.
Well, that way it prevents you from making the same mistakes.
Yeah,
yes.
Right.
I mean, look, there's people that are going to watch this show right now that are
or maybe they probably won't
And
because
say
we
I'm
don't get-
never gonna wear a pink shirt again.
I don't have a pink
Shirt on. I'm wearing Gerald's shirt, you cunt.
Is
Red.
it pink?
It's
It's
red.
red,
I
asshole.
think his colors are off on his camera.
Yeah, your colors are way off because it's fucking pink. You fucking loser.
Your colors are off because you're a fucking penis.
Oh, that's a good one. I like it. It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Fucking guy.
Well, that took an whole 42 minutes before that one came out. So
Hey,
pretty
hey,
good.
Paul. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
I fucking hate you. Fucking Nazi.
But you know what, though? Some good can come out of this because now maybe someone might do some research into it to see if it is, if they do cohab in the wild and whatnot. So,
Right.
but it gets people talking, whether it's negative or positive. Something, it gets people talking about the topic.
That's what we're doing.
Right.
Is there a line? Is there a line when you
not
when
that
you throw
bright
people on
pink?
blast? No.
Damn it.
Right.
What was that, Paul?
Crystal's asking, is there a line that you cross that you don't cross when putting people on blast? Yeah, I wouldn't put, like we were talking about. I guess I wouldn't put people like Jared on blast that his tubs are a tub is dirty and shit like that. I mean, but I mean that. So nobody, everybody's ignorant to what's going on with the leopard geckos, I guess, or whatever. So not many people know. All they know is what they heard. So, and here comes a guy that says, well, I have six females together living perfectly fine. And everybody's like, oh, I never heard that before. I mean, it's.
So this being said, I'm going to be careful. I'm going to post this. I have no idea what it says.
Oh, Christ.
So we're putting disclaimers out there.
You already have it in the beginning, so you should be good.
I have no idea what that says.
Will. Fuck Will.
Says Paul is a Nazi.
Is that what it means?
No, I have no idea.
I see Paul.
I'm like, fuck you, Chris. Will, what is that? Before
Do you want to know?
You want to elaborate on what you wrote?
yeah, I don't know. Same thing Gerald said. Gerald just said basically. I don't know. I don't remember what Gerald said.
Me either.
Me, Gerald?
I don't know. Yeah. Now, Gerald with a J or Gerald with a G or Jared? Or is it what Jared said? Jared, are you Googling it?
Yeah. You could tell he's focused, huh?
I see his eyes looking up and down.
It was bad enough not to pop on the regular chat.
YouTube blocked it.
Pink shirt. Oh, pink shirt. So it was Jared.
Oh, pussy loves little pink cock.
Great. So let's go back
Listen here, Hot Pocket. I'll bring that shit up.
Listen, here you three cartoons.
Oh man.
If you were a Disney character, what character would you be and why?
He misspelled the Paul. Oh, thanks, bud. Oh, William. So
That was a Disney character?
Yeah, what character would you be and why?
here it comes.
Oh, fuck.
He's trying to think of something smart.
This is not SAT questions. This is literally pick a fucking character and say why you'd be that character.
I would be Genie.
Donald Duck. Fuck, man.
You'd be Genie? Why the fuck would you be Genie?
Because I give all the bitches what they want.
He just likes people rubbing his lamp.
Including Paul. I'll grant your wishes, Paul.
Go jump off a cliff.
Not all the bitches, babe. I'm kidding. Just Paul. I meant Paul. He's all the bitches.
Sorry. Didn't mean that.
And why the hell is this on my Yago?
Because I'm big and blue.
I know it was a real character, Mike.
I'm in trouble now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gerald. Thanks.
That's your fucking fault. Roger Rabbit wasn't a Disney character.
No. Chris, what character would you be?
I'm not too hip to all the Disney movies, but I'd probably
Pick one that
say
you watched.
maybe Aladdin, just because I'm brown too. I guess I don't know.
Hey, listen.
I got a carpet.
Disney now,
Deadpool
doesn't even matter anymore. Color doesn't matter anymore.
Everybody's colorblind now, right?
Right. You can be white, you can be yellow, you can be maroon for all I care.
You bleed red, my friend.
I saw this TikTok that it was a comedian, and he was doing a thing where they polled the MC came out and he polled the audience. The audience got to give them all questions, right? And this comedian is he's Indian, and the dude's like, he's like, all right, well, here's the first question. It says, so are you 9/11 or 7/11? and the comedian laughed his ass off. He's like, well, I guess I'm 7/11. He's like, I'm kind of, dot, not feather. He's like, but I commend this dude for his ability to be a smart racist. He's like, at least it was funny.
Oh yeah, Star Wars does own Disney now, or Disney owns Star Wars. Yeah.
Oh shit.
That fucking guy. He's all upset about Roger Rabbit. Yeah, the pig from.
This guy has nothing to be upset about. He can't even get his own podcast off the ground. And it took 4 idiots to just fucking get on here and talk and hit the play button. If Gerald can do it, anybody can do it.
Oh yeah. I think William was getting so much flack from that anyway.
Have you seen my baseball?
Oh, here.
Oh no.
9.
What was that? What's the other one? What was that other question?
Lots of questions.
I know you had a lot of questions to ask.
Yeah, you had a list of them.
I had a list, like 50
why
of them.
is Paul gay? Next
But
question.
by the way,
we can't answer that one.
Yeah, you can't. Stop. That's not very productive.
I'm sorry, Paul. I didn't ask what your pronouns were first. I assumed your gender.
You assumed, assuming makes you what? An asshole.
It makes an ass out of you and me.
You.
Definitely.
Out of you. Well,
Will's giving us a shot. He could do a podcast like 500 podcasts also.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't be like everybody else.
I mean, you were gonna. Oh, here it comes. You
don't have Lord Justin and Saint Christopher here to guide you and protect you on your way.
Yeah. Is that the devil and the angel on your shoulders?
Yeah.
So
that's his guiding lights right there.
Who's the angel and who's the devil?
That's debatable. It depends on the day.
I don't think there's a day that Justin's ever the devil. I don't even think he can say
Justin
devil.
is the devil. Justin is the devil when Justin shits on a gene that we've all invested in and says, yeah, it's not worth shit. But Chris, on the other hand, he is always like, they're all shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got the guy that you listened to for a while that said, yeah, spend all this money. And then you spend all this money and then it goes in the fucking shitter. And then you got this guy that says, don't be stupid. Don't spend any fucking money because it all sucks. And it's all going to go in the shitter. So, I mean, really.
Don't buy a pet rock.
Yeah.
We have to buy Justin another Porsche.
Who
Exactly.
Is evil? Let's get the comment. Let's get the chat to vote on this. Who is the real devil among us?
Well, how many Porsches does Chris Eaton own?
Well, he can't ride a horse, so I would say 0.
No,
Porsche.
Oh, Porsche. Oh, Porsche. I thought you said Porsche. Fucking for sure.
I don't. He does stuff with horses, but I don't.
He doesn't have a clutch foot, so I'm going to say 0.
That paddles now.
The paddle shifters.
Paddles, man. Pop,
Look, pop, pop. Have you met Chris? He's retro as fuck. He is not getting a paddle shifter.
Yeah.
I mean that no disrespect. He's retro. He's old school.
Yeah.
You just call them old, but that's okay.
Yeah, pretty much
He's
nicely.
old. He is old.
He's
He will
not
tell you
old,
he's
though.
fucking old.
He's not old.
He's older than you. He's old.
Yeah, at least Chris will message me back.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That no one likes you.
No. Well, that was Summer's fault. Summer was cockblocking me.
You're yeah. Oh boy, you're putting it on. Yeah, you're putting it on all our shoulders, huh?
It was actually Chase put it all on her shoulders. Chase threw her under the bus and said that she was getting the messages and not giving it to Justin. His words, not mine.
She's the gatekeeper.
She's the gatekeeper. And I was denied entry.
Denied entry. Yeah.
All right.
So anybody got any eggs hitting the ground?
I've got a clutch in the incubator right now.
There you go.
Very nice. Yeah, our first one went bad. It was a first-time mom. The two had weak veins, but we threw them in the incubator anyway. After a couple days, they just didn't make it. So
I think I have one. I think that's ovulated, is ready to go. So I'm just waiting for her to drop. I'll have two clutches in the incubator. But nice. I got a few pairing going on now too. So yeah. See how much, if I can, I'll produce a little bit more than I did the last year. So
I did see that somebody special had their first clutch.
Oh yeah.
I want to say this and give a shout out to Holly Russell. She had her first clutch finally. I'm not being sarcastic with this. I don't want y'all to be hateful. Give the woman a little shout out. She might have listened to somebody and had her first clutch. So now she can go back on the 15 minutes of lame and everything will be fine.
It's too late.
Oh.
You're already on it. Right?
Well, congratulations to your first clutch, Holly, if you're watching this.
Congratulations, Holly.
So you can't even talk anymore. How much alcohol is in that fucking drink that you're drinking?
Which one are you talking to, me or him?
Well, I'm talking to him.
Cranberry juice.
Since he said congratulations.
Cranberry juice.
And you say I'm the alcoholic.
Well,
Kissing you both.
That's the debatable.
Hey, at least Chris said I made sense tonight. So thank you, Chris.
You'll take it, right?
Let me rub that little
rub the nub. You got to rub the nub now.
Mike, was that snake from Baker? Jesus Christ, it's already up to size. That's fucking crazy.
That's awesome.
So how many we got watching the YouTube right now?
We got 10.
10.
We had
10 people are bored enough on a Friday night.
10.
She's a fucking 10.
But we do got to give credit, though. We've gone through a second one now with Paul.
What happened?
So
yeah,
we're on number 2 with Paul.
I fucking made it. We fucking made it. Didn't
get
a curse broken.
Drop through the screen, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Will. It says 10. I'm reading it.
Don't take that one away from us.
10.
I'm not watching it. So
fucking 10. And I'm not watching it.
I'm one of 3 on Instagram, so
there you go.
So
does that mean I can slowly but surely stop doing Instagram?
I think it's safe to say, because everybody's like, it seems like I'm posting it, but they seem to be migrating over here on their own anyway.
I thought we had better luck on IG though. Like we had a better following in the 20s.
Well, I think we have more people pop on, and you know, maybe we can keep it there for a bit. Like I don't mind doing it. I just keep fucking.
Yeah, I wish him a call. Is going on. What's going on right now too, right? So it's Keys, right? Isn't Keys on Friday?
Keys
yeah,
on Friday.
Hair Down Fridays. Yeah,
Hair Down Fridays. So
he's already done, isn't he?
No, I think they start. Oh, maybe they start at 9 or 8.
He goes on all night.
Yeah, they're on all night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No lie.
They'll stay on until like 1 a.m. if people are still there.
Yeah, it's like you look at the fucking time. It's like 4 hours. Sometimes I'm like, holy fuck. I can't stare at your fucking face for 4 hours, Jared.
No, I cannot. Like,
I don't look at my wife that much.
That is Crystal. Come on in and slap the shit out of him.
Just smack him in the back of the head.
But I mean, like, just like, okay, I'm being completely honest. You stare at your wife for 4 hours straight? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Burn. She just told you to burn.
yeah.
But not shut up. Not you're an asshole. She just told you to burn. That's all.
Yeah.
Oof.
I didn't say I couldn't look at you.
Don't come out of that room.
I basically live in this room all the time, anyways.
that slap would
Because
gain
you don't want to look at her.
How do those bus wheels feel?
Hey,
Has backed right the fuck back over you.
Yeah, the
I'm
slap would gain views.
Oh, so it's 42 people. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Mark. Mark is doing the recon out there.
so, Mark, tell them that they should come over here.
No, don't do
Yeah.
that.
I do appreciate all you guys watching us
Yeah.
talk about absolutely nothing in our lame interest in this hobby because we are nobodies.
I mean, who knows? Is it better to do it on Friday or is it better to do it on Saturday? Who knows?
But St. Christopher and Lord Justin are here with us to guide us along the path of righteousness.
You all get Chris eating, man.
if we get 50 people in, she'll come in and slap the shit out of them. Fuck.
That's game on. I'll be right back, guys.
Listen, we need 50 people ASAP.
Just do it.
That's funny. You should just do it, and then we might get the 50 people with the recap.
With the recap, and we just keep going slow motion.
I loaded on every device. 41 more to go. Thanks, Will.
41 more to go.
Fucking Will. What are you doing, Will? You keep knocking one off for us.
I think it does say 9. He's right.
Does it?
I hate it, but Will's right.
On mine it says 10.
What are you doing?
So, anyways,
I'm on live right now trying to get the followers to freaking join us.
He's going live on fucking Instagram by himself.
there you go.
Paul, you need to do the same. Beards and Balls, what's up? You're missing our great podcast right now. I'm trying to get 50 viewers. All right, if we get 50 viewers on this podcast, then Gerald from VIP Morph's wife is going to smack the shit out of him. So,
it's a man of action right there.
Come find the Lamest chat on YouTube under the VIP Morphs.
No, it's under the Lamest chat.
No, it's under the Lamest chat now.
Correction, it's under the Lamest chat now. Come find us on the Lamest chat on YouTube, and let's get Gerald the red face tonight. He's already red faced, but it could be worse.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Where did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Slap. Oh.
She gets something for Jared's efforts, though.
No, we should get nothing for Jared's efforts. There's no effort.
I think so. Yeah.
No.
I think we should. I think we should get something for Jared's effort. Naughty Ball Pythons. How you guys doing? Come join us on the Lamest chats on YouTube because we're gonna get Gerald smacked.
No,
tonight.
we're literally losing viewers because of your little Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Anyways, get back to talking.
He's doing his own show now.
Yeah, he's got his own show on the show.
I'm Sino in this.
We
bitch.
dropped.
Okay, I'm getting off. Sorry, guys.
Thank you.
You know where to catch us.
It went down to 5.
Yeah. Thanks, Val.
Ouch.
It's because they're all
Hey,
joining us.
Max,
Hey, look
you
at that!
got
Look at that!
one.
Look at that! I got us a new follow. I got us one.
You got him in.
Beards and Balls. Thank you for joining us, my friend.
That means Gerald's got some supporters. They don't want to see him get slapped.
Which is crazy.
Evening, Zach. How are you?
Night, Chloe. Love you.
So Paul, you never answered. What Disney character would you be?
Oh, fucking Christ. I don't know. Let's
Be right back. I got to refill the
let's
drink.
Be a pirate and be
Sir.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
There you go. I don't picture you as much of a fucking captain, but
Absolutely not. But I'll pillage.
and you drinking rum, I can't see.
No, not anymore.
But didn't Disney not care for the Jews either?
That's what fucking Mike said. Mike said that there's a Nazi Donald Duck.
Yeah.
And it again. So I guess he's telling me that that's what I am. So I'm the Nazi Donald Duck. Yeah.
Yours are funny.
Yeah, Val. Almost in the loan, but 4 dudes. Yeah. I don't think we're making it back to 55 viewers.
No.
So for Gerald to get slapped.
That's okay though. We're good with Gerald not getting slapped.
Yeah.
There's always next time.
Yeah. So Gerald, when do you think that your boas are gonna drop? It's
No goddamn clue.
No clue, huh?
No clue. Right now, I think
she hasn't dropped like that waxy plug or anything yet, has she? Like you'll see like the waxy stool before they lay.
It looked like a weird poop, but that was like a week ago. So I don't know if it was just a weird poop.
Yeah.
So I don't know. She right now she's looking.
I can't wait to see your face when she drops like fucking 40 fucking babies.
No, I'm gonna be devastated. I don't know what I'm gonna do with 40 boas.
You could send me some.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like throw them in something and figure out a way to get to you. Like, because I like.
Anybody wants some moon glow boas?
Yeah.
hit up Gerald. He'll
start getting a wait list going.
She's looking good though. She looks like now she's staring at me though.
Yeah.
It's all weird.
So Zach saying that he ultrasounded one of his brother's boas and he said it's so fucking different. So you're obviously not seeing fucking millimeter eggs. You're seeing fucking snakes.
Yeah.
Right? They come in a sack though, or what?
Yeah.
They do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool because when they drop them, you can watch them like bust out and take their first breath and all that. It's pretty cool.
That's you better fucking have your thing set up and shit like that. It should be
set
set
up.
up.
Put a camera in there.
Yeah, that's exactly what you should do. Get that fucking camera that's staring at me on the fucking corner of your fucking shit and put it in your. Yeah.
Yeah, put it in the cage.
Put it in the fucking cage, man.
Yeah, I could do that. I got an extra one.
I think that'd be fucking cool.
Cool to kind of do like a live stream of that. Just have it going in the background.
Because like right now, like she's been super active though. But do they get more lethargic closer to, or?
I don't know if they're like the snakes will start kind of pacing a little bit to. I don't know if get stuff moving or what, but
she dug a hole right to the bottom, so she's got like a little nest now.
Yeah, I say she's close.
Yeah. That's so fucking cool though. Oh man, it's gonna be glorious.
You still saw eggs, but then the full skeleton inside.
So
yeah, because it's just eggs, like that thin.
I was gonna say the eggs is that sack that they're in.
Yeah, it's not gonna be calcified.
That's fucking cool.
Do you have an ultrasound, Gerald?
No.
No.
Do you guys have ultrasounds?
Yeah, we have one here.
Paul, you got one?
I have one.
Yeah. How much do you guys pay for yours?
Oh yeah, Paul, tell us that one.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you. I got
given one.
Oh, shut your shush.
Yeah.
I have one here. That I have one. I spent $800 on Amazon, which is like a small little. It looks like a tablet. It's not the big one, you know. Which is good. I think I would have spent. I should have spent a little bit more and got like a full size one. Like the screen is small. To learn on. I don't know if it makes a difference.
Yeah, exact.
I have
laptop style.
I have someone that is donating one to me. as well as another incubator, and I'm getting a display case as well out of the deal.
So
I
I'm
already
gonna say-
paid him. I already paid him $500 for a snake, so I'm not really getting it for free. I already gave him money, and I'm giving him another 500. So it actually is $1,000, but it's pretty much giving it to me.
$1,000 for a snake, an incubator, an ultrasound machine, and a display case.
That
That's
was
a deal.
never been used.
Yeah, life's rough. We can tell who's everybody's goddamn favorite and why he won the 15 minutes of lane. Fucking jerk.
It's what you said in the beginning. It's all about reputation, you piece of shit.
Yeah, hey, he's circling back to that, you know.
I should have just done his IG reels.
Right.
If you would have been able to do my IG reels, then nobody would have liked me, probably.
But I will say this: a lot of people get the one from Amazon, and it's $1,300. We went straight to the company that makes it, and we got it for $1,100 shipped. And they have 3 different spots, 3 different warehouses where they ship from, so it was really fast. I thought it was a scam at first because it was an American website, and I start getting all these emails in Chinese.
Oh, that's no good.
So I'm like, damn, they just took $1,100 from me, and it showed up like 2-3 days later.
What was this?
Oh, nice.
This was ultrasound?
Yeah, from Comtech or Contact, I believe it is.
You got the link? Can you post the link in the chat for people?
Yeah, I can figure out how to do that real quick. Because everybody gets it from Amazon for $1,300, but we saved money, and they have deals, and they got the upgraded models and stuff out now too.
I have guns in those type of cases.
Does it work, Paul? That's the main thing. Like, does it work? Can you see?
Absolutely does work. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So
you just got on this one. You have to use a little bit more gel on this one because this is look how small it's a little smaller than like a normal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to use a little bit extra more gel.
I've seen people.
How hard is it to dial it in?
What?
Once you're doing it, like how hard is it to dial in? Really,
it's easy. Once you
I've seen people put the snake in a tub of water and use the probe in there instead of using the gel. I've not tried it myself yet, but I've seen that.
I've seen, like how a lot of people hold the snakes and then they'll put the gel on it and then they'll whatchamacallit. I've seen someone, what they do is they take a deli cup and they put the gel in the deli cup, right? And then they'll dip the thing, they'll dip it so it's easy, so it's less than you putting the thing down, putting more gel on it and everything like that. So I've seen that, and that actually works pretty fucking well.
I might have to try that because we squirt the gel on the probe and then do it.
Yeah.
But we do all the girls in their tubs, so we'll just put the tub out on the table and it kind of instead of getting them all swirling around and yeah. But I did post the link in the chat. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but save you some money.
Our private chat. Hey, we got a special guest to liven things up a bit.
Someone's coming out.
Oh, there he is.
What's going on this week?
All hell, Saint Christopher. All hell, Saint Christopher.
I hope he's not here to show us his balls.
Why would I show you my balls? I barely even know you, man. Okay. And everybody else I know. All right.
I feel like that wouldn't stop you.
You don't get to see my balls until you're on a 15 minutes. Okay.
Well, I messaged
you just made Val cream herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know.
But waiting for it all day.
Squirting all day now.
Jesus Christ. Don't you guys have a background set up in case you have more than 4 people? Gee, the whole thing looks fucking blank now.
He does. He does.
He does.
He just can't figure it out.
I'm basically a retard. Okay.
No, I'm well aware of that. There you go. Right. You're like what's his name? Lenny from Mice and Men. Of Mice and Men. You're just like a big guy that's just like, oh, you
Kill the rabbits, George. I took the rabbits, George.
That's right. Just keep petting the rabbit, George.
Oh fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Val just wants you on full screen, she says.
Just for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
For Chris,
Give
Chris,
the people what they want, Gerald.
Val is a fan. All right, Val is a fan.
She's a hardcore fan.
Yeah, big time. Oh, there you go too. Now I get to do this. Now I get to do this. Now I get to be on your show full screen.
So
Yeah.
what's the deal, Chris? You needed to shave a little bit or what? What's up? Did you
Yeah,
have to-
I'm kind of missing the beard.
No, so am I, dude. That's why it's coming back. But what happened was, it was just getting too much. I look like Bin Laden, and I was just like, that's not cool, man, right?
Yeah,
So
100%. Bin Laden.
So yeah, Chris, like I look like Chris, and I was like, this is just not gonna work. Okay, all right.
I don't go to airports anymore, so
Yeah. Just get stopped every time. You're like fucking. Oh,
Not again.
yeah.
What are you, Chris? What nationality are you?
Colombian.
So if I was like Ali Akbar, you wouldn't fucking. You would
probably start firing, man.
He's probably start firing, right? Yeah, no, that's great. Fucking but you look like a terrorist. And a lot of you ex-vets fucking look like terrorists or psychopaths, fucking it's just we're trying to get you guys service dogs. All right. Fuck, that's what we're doing. We're trying to get
I don't need any
dogs.
more dogs.
Chris,
Buy a hero bracelet.
Chris, tell us how do you help get the vet service dogs? Put Chris full screen. Let him pump his shit real quick.
Go to the herocompany.com / snakes and a fat man, and you could get one of these cool fucking bracelets. And I think they're all in stock now. And for every bracelet that you get, it goes towards getting a veteran with PTSD a service dog. So that's awesome. It's a cool thing, man. It's a cool cool thing. We did the Till Valhalla one, which I think is cool too, but the service dog one, I was like, man, I really want to be. Jesus Christ, Val.
It never fails. It turns right into that.
That's because I just ooze sex. All right. I
don't want you to ooze anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to take zero credit for this. Crystal says we will link it in the video afterwards.
Thank you.
God.
Thank you. Yeah, the hero company thing, right? Yeah, okay.
You got some new specs.
Not the service bitch.
Yeah.
Chris, man, as one vet that's
going
through some stuff, I just want to say thanks for pumping that shit and helping those guys out, because we all know that they need them, and they don't always get the help that they need, and sometimes they go off the deep end when they should.
All the time, I would do. If there's any way I could help out the vets, I would do it all year. And I'm sorry, Jared, but your fucking thoughtful comment fell short because fucking Paul is acting like it's his first fucking podcast, and he tried to make a dumb joke right while you were trying to say, "Oh, it's cool what you're doing."
A dumb joke about what? I just said I like your new specs.
You like my new what?
It looks like you got new glasses.
No, that's how much you pay attention, Paul.
I don't fucking care.
All right, this is how much you fucking care. All right,
Chris, I don't know if you know much about Paul's Italian heritage, but if you go back and watch the last podcast, you can really delve into who Paul is as a person.
I spent last night hanging out with Donato, so I'm about all Italianed out for this week. Like I'm good. All right. Fucking Donato's just like, before I leave, I want to give you some cash. And I'm like, I don't want any cash. He's like, just take the cash. And I'm like, why do you always
and you'll owe me one day?
Why do you always have $3,000 in cash on you? Like that's unnecessary.
With the blue rubber band on it.
Yeah.
A bit of money.
The broccoli rubber band.
He's like, in case you ever need a favor, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want a favor, right? Fucking kills me.
So Chris, man, how's things going with the long distance relationship? Everything's still great there?
Yeah, it's going good. She's actually going to come on here. I just told her a minute ago that I was going to pop on here, and it's actually working out pretty well. She comes down for like a week every month. So,
awesome. You don't even have the time to get sick of her. That's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
Chris in
that's what's
small
great,
doses.
right? Well, she would get sicker of me quicker, I believe, because I'm a hard pill to swallow. Okay, I'm definitely like an acquired taste. Okay, but she came in, she's dealing with me in the chair, and she's fucking dealing with me taking an hour longer to do anything than anybody else does. So I'm like, all right,
Fucking saint.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, she's totally a saint. But yeah, it's going good. Thank you, Jared. How are things going in your marriage?
Yeah, dude, they're going great. They're going great. Allie's in here talking to one of her friends that came by to get some rats, and nothing could be better. I've got a great wife.
That's what
Jared's loving this because he's got somebody on his side in here.
Yeah. Fucking look, Jesus Christ, foul. Fucking foul. But seriously, yes. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah.
I don't. Val has absolutely no filter.
None.
The cool thing is that when she came here last time, we went to a porno store, right? So I'm wheeling to the porno store, right? And I was in the parking lot, and she's kind of pushing me. I'm wheeling, and then my most feared thing happened. And there was a step to get in the porno store, right? So I was like, I'm not going to be able to get in there. This porno store is not handicap accessible. Okay. So luckily, there was like a 200-pound lesbian that worked there that was outside smoking. And the lesbian was like, don't worry, baby, we'll get you in. And this 200-pound lesbian came behind the chair and lifted the whole chair up with me in it up on the step. And she's like, go in there and have some fun, guys, right? So fucking the first time I've ever given a Yelp review was for a porno store, right? I was like, this porno store is fantastic. They even helped me out, like fucking. I got real close to the step, and they just fucking lifted me down. I was like, this is a great,
really just elevated your day.
It really did. The great thing about the porno store was that there were only women working in there, and they had dildos fucking attached to like every counter. And every time one of the people that worked there would pass by the dildo, they would just smack the dildo. Right? So you look around, and there's all these shaking dildos like fucking all around.
Yes,
and
I'm like, very hands-on, Zach.
Very hands-on. Yeah, very. So, yeah, it was a fun trip. So we're kind of making that a monthly visit, a monthly stop on the tour, So
really elevate your life there. That's great.
Very exciting. All right, very exciting. So
spice your life up.
So how did you feel about this when you saw it, Chris?
I was very happy. I just popped on and I saw that, and I was like, my picture's in the wrong spot though. It should be first, but fucking, it's okay. I get it.
I mean, right? He sponsors your podcast, so I figured.
Yeah, no, and we just had Chase on today.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I watched it.
And I'm gonna switch over to doing lives like you guys do, because editing is such a pain in the ass, So I figure if Gerald, fucking Chris, Paul, and fucking Jared would do it, if they could do it,
So you're gonna do that live, and then you're gonna do the 15-minute as a recording?
No, I'm gonna do everything live.
Wow, 15 minutes live too.
Yeah. Because I think also that 15 minutes live would give the people like a little bit of training if they've never done a live before, because you can't suck if you're on a live and you fuck it up, you fuck it up forever, and you look like an idiot on YouTube forever.
Gerald,
like Gerald, yeah.
You kind of look like Gerald, yeah. Yeah,
that's awesome. Oh, by the way, fuck you all. Everyone.
Hey, fuck you, Justin.
Fuck you.
No, you definitely did enough fuck yous to Justin already. So fucking, he's never gonna sell you a fucking snake.
No, it's all right. Summer wouldn't get back to me even if I wanted to buy a fucking snake.
Summer doesn't get back to me, okay? But Summer is is cool because Summer was one of the 4 people that were looking for my leg in like 30 different department stores in Texas. So I was like, I didn't even think Summer liked me, you know? So what are you going to do? You know, so she definitely did not laugh as hard at my jokes than I thought she should, you know? And that, yeah, you know,
I will
if
say,
I can't get
Chris,
him to
that,
laugh, I'm good.
that you may have hurt my feelings slightly.
Summer?
No, you did.
Why? Why now?
Because on your podcast the other day, you were talking about coming down here to look for some property around where Brittany and Shane and Bree live.
Right.
And I am 5 minutes from Brittany Gobble's house. And you didn't even think about me and where you met me and, you know, the closeness that we share to each other.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? Listen. I'm sorry, Brian Carter. Did I hurt your feelings? Okay.
I mean, you didn't go to dinner with me and eat
comes to that
taco
word.
with a fucking fork.
No, dude. I didn't go to dinner with him. He came to the dinner I was at. Okay. So
it's that word, right, Gerald? Irrelevant.
Irrelevant. Yeah. Plus, Brian Carter fucking. I mean, I talk shit about him, but then that motherfucker said I looked homeless, and I'm like, fuck. That really got to me. All right. I'm like, obviously, you never met Chris from the Lamest, but whatever. You know, fucking. I'll take the homeless fucking look. But I'm getting a fucking haircut tomorrow. Right.
Oh
so
no.
I'm gonna do it up. Fucking. Yep.
What are we getting? You getting a perms and Jerry curls?
No, what I was thinking about was the Theo Vaughn mullet.
Oh,
well, like I think I would rock that fucking, you know, business in the front.
If you're moving to Tennessee, that's the fucking do, apparently.
Yeah, he's got the hairstyle.
yeah, I'd fit right in with all you inbred fucks. You know,
where's the banjo?
Dude, I can play the banjo, so don't fuck around, all right?
Awesome.
The banjo is fucking hard.
Though, there's one saying you have to practice, and it's ain't nobody having sex with my sister except me.
Yeah, it's like
get that down, you'll fit in perfectly.
Yeah, like if you're from Tennessee, how do you know your sister's on her period?
How?
Your dad's cock tastes different. Right.
Oh fuck. Oh yes. I love it.
There we go.
Do you realize if you do this stuff all live, like it's monetized, like you're getting canceled the same as
dude, I'm all, even on my recordings, I'm limited monetization all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So
they might just take you all the way off.
Well, if they take me off, I'll go to Rumble. Okay. Nobody's at Rumble. Nobody gives a shit at Rumble. They're just like, do whatever the fuck you want. You know, you want to be
like 6 people watching this, and 5 of them are Val on different screens. I don't think we're fucking worried about monetization anymore.
Well, how many subscribers do you guys have now?
I think it's
I wouldn't even know how to check.
How do you people
31.
not know this? Okay.
31.
31?
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit, fucking Holly's beating you guys, right?
Oh,
well, we just started though.
Will just said 29, so you lost 2 just by having me on.
31 subscribers is what we got. 31.
Yeah.
Will's been undercutting us all night.
Yeah.
Will's like cutting always one testicle out. He's yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Fuck
Well,
Will.
when we were on Mike's last night, Mike was like, yeah, I'll admit, you know, some people that ordinarily liked my post and would come over, they didn't come tonight, you know. And I was like, yeah. I mean, what do you expect? You know,
But he made more money yesterday than I think he's made ever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Fucking it's that was pretty cool. I was just like, do some super chats for Mike, and fucking people just started giving money. And even that one dude was like he was like, oh, I guess Chris just says something and everybody does it. And I was like, that's right, bitch. Remember how relevant I am, all right? You fucking cum bucket, all right?
What was it you guys used to say? Relevant and
Relevant. I don't even remember. I remember I did a whole video just saying those words though.
Yeah, I do
Chris
too, but I
posted.
can't remember the. I'm still waiting on my shirt. It should say it on the shirt, right?
Yeah, that's what it'll say that. It'll say that when you get it this week. Yeah.
Yes, stand by the mailbox.
You guys have no empathy for the Caps. Okay, that's all I'm saying. All right, fucking, it's rough. It's rough taking 18 boxes to fucking the post office by yourself.
Once a month, you've got a girl that wheels you to the fucking to the porn store.
Yeah, but
I can't hit the damn post office on the way to the porno hub.
But I
I've
have
said this
6
already.
days I have 6 days with her. I'm not going to waste my time sending shirts to you, dumb motherfuckers. You know, fucking
Chris, they'll come pick it up from your house.
They could come pick it up if they want.
Yeah,
come pick
schedule it online. They'll come get it right from your door. No
but from the
excuse.
post office, though.
The mailman will come to your door and pick it up. You do it online for free.
Yeah, that mailman will do it fucking once and then be like, fuck it. You know what's funny is I had my father take me to the post office last time, right? And I'm wheeling through the fucking parking lot in the post office, and I hit a pothole, right? And I just got stuck like a fag, like fucking. I just got stuck in the pothole in a fucking wheelchair, right? And my father is sitting in the car, just looking at me. Like looking at me, I'm like, oh, like looking like I take a shit, looking like I'm taking a shit, trying to move. And I just turn around and I'm like, when exactly do you get involved in here? Like when I fall out of the chair, will you get out of the car? You fucking lazy fuck.
Well, maybe he thought you were taking a shit and he wanted to give you some privacy.
Dude, let me tell you, it's no. When I first got the leg cut off, right? And they were living here. My parents were living here. God bless my mother, right? But fucking, I'd be hopping like to the bathroom. And next thing I know, I would turn around and my mother's right there. She's like, what are you doing? Going to the bathroom? and I'm like, get the fuck away from me, all right? Like, I'm 50 years old. Get the fuck away from me. I know how to take a shit, okay? So, yeah, it was rough. But thank God for them. Because I always say, like, if this shit would have happened in Hollywood and I had to depend on my rock star fucking buddies to take care of me, I'd be dead. Yeah. They'd be like, Chris, you know what would help? Probably some cocaine. And I'd be like, yeah, you think so?
Stick your nub out here. Let me get a bump.
I would just be like, let's try it. Yeah, I just stick the nub out.
That would be amazing.
Dip the nub.
Oh. Yeah.
Let's numb the nub.
Rub the nub. Fucking hashtag rub the nub.
And I will say this, Chris. You know, if it wasn't for you, if Paul doesn't interrupt me while I say this because he's a dick.
Go fuck yourself.
Thanks for getting us all together, man. Honestly, if it wasn't for your podcast and 15 Minutes of Blame, I wouldn't have got to meet these fuckheads, and I wouldn't have developed the friendships that I've made, and we wouldn't be here right now just bullshitting and having fun. So I appreciate the opportunity.
You're welcome. But me and Christian were just talking about this 5 minutes ago because I was telling her about your guys' show, and she's like, "Holy shit, you have a spinoff." Right, and I'm like, yeah.
That's funny.
You made it.
I'm like the Big Bang Theory, man. Fucking, I got young snakes and a fat man now. Fucking, no, but that's what's cool about it, right? Is that fucking you talk to people that you would never fucking talk to, you know, because snake people, like, just because you have that in common with them doesn't mean that you would get along with them in life, right? Like if you threw a rock at a guy on the street, you have about the same chances of having, you know, more shit in common with him than you do with these snake people, you know? And snake people are weird, and most of you guys suck. I gotta be honest, most of you guys suck, but fucking you know, we try and keep the people that don't suck, you know, to come on. And none of you guys suck.
I was say I think it kind of weeds out at, you know, like how it is, you know, we had 17 people, then it was down to fucking 5 people, 7 people. It kind of weeds out the retards that don't fucking, you know, whatever it is.
Exactly. But I'm kind of embarrassed that I'm on a show right now that's doing less than Holly numbers. I gotta be honest with you. That fucking hurts.
It's because of Paul. I mean, we're just lucky to be still fucking still live right now.
It is absolutely because of Paul. Okay,
100%, man.
No, Paul got
Not-
98% of it. Chris got 2% of it.
Not all home runs, Chris. Not all home runs.
Dude, let me tell you something. I was gonna have a girl on the Hot Chick episode, right? And she contacted me, right? And she was like, what does it take to get on your show, right? And I'm like, just send me 3 pictures and have a good internet connection, right, to come on the Hot Girl Show. And like a week before, she fucking texts me or she DMs me and she's like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be on your show. I don't think that's a good fit, right? And I'm like, so you never listened before, you DM'd me to be on the fucking show, and now you're canceling like a week before. So that pissed me off in general. But then the next thing I know, this bitch is fucking on Holly's show. And I'm like, why would you pick a show with 85 views as opposed to a show that constantly gets over 1,000 views? And then I listened to the interview and I was like, yeah, thank God I dodged a bullet with that. Like fucking,
would have ruined
like,
your reputation.
Yeah, it's just like having Down syndrome in the family. It's like I have family members with Down syndrome, and like it almost got me, but I was like, whoa, fucking I dodged that shit, and fucking now it's cool. Okay, so
all right, Shane Gillis.
I was gonna say that's Gillis, right? Yeah. He does.
That's right. Fucking A. I'm surprised you guys watch that shit, but then I figured Jared probably has a lot of downtime, so he sees where I steal a lot of my jokes.
I get downs with it, man.
Yep, I get downs with it, right? He's funny as fuck though.
Did you see him on Saturday Night Live? And
I didn't think he was that funny on Saturday Night Live.
So yeah, and the crowd didn't seem to think that either.
Oh, they did not like him.
The Forrest Gump skit they did.
Yeah, that was that. Who really did good on Saturday Night Live was Nate Bargatze. He's another guy from Tennessee, Jared, and he did so good, man. They did this fucking parody of this song on a lake beach, and it was just talking about all the shit, like muddy water and fucking turtles bite your balls and fucking, like they go to the picnic table and they're like, got a lot of bread, don't have a lot of sandwich stuff, and it was just fucking funny as shit.
If you get down here, I'm gonna take you to the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna bring bread.
Yeah, and we'd be rocking that
I'm
fucking
bring bread, but you got to bring the sandwich meat. All right. We pole folk down here, Chris. We pole folk.
I don't think you're po folk down there. I don't think none of Brittany Gobble ain't po fuck, and you live right next to her.
Patrick.
No, she is not. But
She's also a world renowned author, and I'm just a fucking
scum soldier. So
yeah,
scum soldier.
That's the funny thing about Brittany and Justin and like all these other people. Like on paper, you wouldn't think that we would be friends. Like if you describe Brittany, then you describe me. You would be like, no way, no fucking way is that guy friends with her. And
those people haven't read her fucking books, obviously.
Dude, I have all of her books here autographed. I got Prince on the Wall autographed in case she dies. Fucking I gotta I gotta be prepared. Like I learned my lesson, okay, because me and a friend from the Bronx were talking about it. We knew a poet from Oz, like he grew up like 2 houses away from us, and we were like, yeah, we need signed pictures. And he's like, yeah, I'll get him to you. And like 2 days later, he died. And we're like, son of a bitch, like fucking.
What's up, North Florida?
This guy's just looking out for himself.
If you meet Brittany and Johnny, it's they are fucking polar opposites.
Yeah.
They just do not seem like they fucking mesh, but they do. And both of them are really awesome people. And Johnny will give you the shirt off his back.
Dude,
those
Johnny,
guys that don't know Johnny Gobble, he's a veterinarian. He owned a practice up here, close to where I live, and he, he did a lot of reptile stuff too and exotics, and then he just
And he's a
recently
vet, too.
retired. Yeah, he was a vet. Yeah, and he was a vet. He was a Marine Corps vet. So,
Yep.
but Johnny's dude, he gets a bad rap for being a dick, and I think that might just be the Marine Corps in him. But dude, I love him.
I never heard anything bad about Johnny.
I will
Never.
go to his house, and what should be a fucking 10-minute conversation picking up rats always ends up being a 30-minute conversation about everything.
Right. What's great about Brittany is the first time I went to her house, I was going to interview Brittany, right? And then we were just going to bullshit and hang out. And we didn't even go to the snake building. Like fucking, she was like, "Do you want to see the snake building?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good," And she's like, "You came all this way." And then the first time I went to Justin's, I didn't even pull a tub open. He was like, "Don't you want to see some snakes?" I'm like, "Nah, it's cool. I'm good. I came here to interview you. Let's get it over with and fucking, let's bang it out."
The legless lounge, they call it.
Brittany's, yeah, it figures it would just be a corny name like that with Brittany.
The legless lounge.
Yeah, and they're like such good people. You wouldn't think that Brittany writes books about animal people fucking other animal people, and made a career out of it.
Doing really
There's
well.
a market for that.
And the funny thing is that when Brittany first started, and she just did like 3 books. Man, all these Brittany Gobble wannabes came out on Facebook, right? And they're like, "I'm publishing my own book. I'm going to do whatever." And you look at their book and there's fucking spelling mistakes like on the cover. And I'm like, you did 500 of these and you didn't fucking spell check, you fucking idiot. And it's nice to see all of them like fall by the wayside. Like I really enjoy watching people fail at stuff. Like it's so much fun, right? Like
I still don't think her parents. The last time I talked to them, her parents still haven't read one of her books, and she tried to keep. That's why she went with a pseudonym to try to keep it like secret because of like the community around here. She thought would shame her for writing that stuff, and it has just taken off. The people are all into farm animals and werewolf lichens, sticking things in places it ought not be. So
is Tennessee technically the Bible Belt?
I think so. Yeah, it depends on what part of Tennessee. Like you get into east, some of the eastern portions, like where we are, is I think is considered the Bible Belt. So,
dude, I never saw more crosses on a highway than I've seen when I was on my way to Brittany's house. I'm like, why is there another? And it's not like a cross where like there was an accident and somebody died. There's like a fucking 70-foot cross every 3 miles. And you're like,
and it's half a block from a porn store.
That's great. Fucking, dude, just so I know when I come there, do they have steps? Right?
I've not been, but I'll check them out for you in case.
Oh, stop. You've been to a porno.
If not, do they have a 200-pound lesbian that can lift them?
Right.
No, it's not a 200-pound lesbian he's got to worry about. It's a 200-pound tranny that identifies as he, him.
No. Yeah. You want to go there, huh?
No,
okay.
no.
Paul's already been there today.
Oh God, shut
up.
Paul, what are your pronouns, Paul?
He said Paul's already been there. That's fucking great.
He had his training today, so he's all brushed up on it.
Yeah, you're gonna suck that dick, huh?
Suck that dick.
One of the greatest movie scenes of all time is Paul Rudd.
Yep, you want to suck that dick?
You want to suck this dick? This dick.
No, I was
selection.
I was jerking off to porn the other day, right? And I'm a geek, right? So fucking it was Rogue from the X-Men, right? and it was this Puerto Rican girl, right? Who dressed up like Rogue, right? She looked really good, fucking. And but she even did the accent too, right? Because every other video she's like, "Hey, mamacita, what you got?" Right? And now in this video, she's like, "Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna crank that dick." When I'm like, And that's what I like to jerk off to. All right, like fucking commit to it. Okay, fucking you could do it. Like the Southern accent isn't hard to do, right? But I fucking love it. Fucking love it.
Very committed.
Yeah, you got to commit.
He likes
You gotta
commitment.
commit, otherwise, it's no fun, right?
Oh, I got a friend. I got a visitor.
Oh,
I actually thought when I first looked that was a fucking deer, and I'm like, you white trash motherfucker, you have a deer in your fucking house.
No, it's a Great Dane.
Like,
This is Jade.
Borderline a fucking deer.
Yeah, borderline deer. She looks like one.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He does.
all right, silence now.
Yeah, we
The
got
wrong
Maybe
movies,
I
Crystal,
am on
sorry.
Holly's podcast. All right.
Oh fuck.
Ouch.
Listen. We actually talk. There sometimes I can start pulling snakes out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No, the fuck. Don't do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No.
Pull out your best snake, and I will trash the fuck out of it. Okay. Go ahead. Pull it out. Fucking. Let's see it. Let's see your fucking $10,000 snake on a fucking shitty 720 DPI camera. Fucking cool. Let's do that.
Hey,
Right.
Chris, on a side note, I do have Jewel Lacerda eggs on the way.
Oh, yeah. So talk to me about that. How small are they when they're born?
Probably about 3 inches, 4 inches.
All right. And what's the biggest they
Something
get?
he's
About
used to.
9?
They get, I would say,
About the
Telling
size
all.
of Gerald's dick?
telling all about that long. They probably get about 12 inches with tail and everything, 12 to 16 inches.
Yeah.
Thanks for
I-
talking to me, Chris.
I would like to get into them because me and you would be the only ones in the hobby doing that.
There's really not many, man, but
Right.
they sell. Like
Right.
every show I've went to, I've sold out.
Right.
Yeah, they're
Fuck,
cool
yeah.
lizards.
I mean, they're cool lizards, man. They are
Yeah.
cool. When Jared showed me the first couple, I mean, they're calm as fuck, right? And they were just like a cool, like they're not a monitor species, right? They're just
They're not. They're like a wall lizard, but they
They're
act
more
like little
arboreal,
mini
right?
tegus. They're semi-arboreal, yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah,
fucking
but
That's
super,
pretty
super
cool.
cool, man. They're freaking.
it would
they're
kind of be
awesome.
like opposite of the skink now that I got because the skink is such a fucking like a living potato, you know. Right.
It just fucking
They
sits
are
there.
potato.
Hold on, okay, I can't see.
When did you buy a skink? Or
I
guess?
bought it from Sean Gray down at Herps. Okay,
And what made you get a
um,
skink?
what's that?
What made you get a skink? Out of all the animals that you could have gotten, why would you get a skink?
Like an animal because I want an animal like me. It's the same reason I bought a bulldog. You know, like fucking. Well, like I want a lazy piece of shit fucking animal that's just like, you know, like he's not messy at all. He's fat as fuck, and it looks like a potato with 4 little legs, and he always looks mean. Like he always looks like something's aggravating him.
So,
know,
so
so-
he's like you. Like
Just
He's exactly
perfectly like
like
you.
Yeah. So I don't know, you know, if these Jewel Lacerdas run, you know, they're not like me already. So I don't know.
They do run.
You get me a fucking Jewel Lacerda in a fucking wheelchair, I'll fucking buy it. I'll pay twice. I'll pay twice what you want, what your asking price is for that.
you just got to glue it down to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Don't say that shit. You'll get us in the same spot that your boy's in. Damn Canadians and your
Damn
freaking reptile
Canadians.
abuse.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay.
3 extra legs.
Yeah, fucking 3. Yeah, no, I wish I had 3 extra legs. Fucking,
Fucking tripod.
but yeah, because now I'd only have if I had 3 extra legs, I'd be using one of them right now. So I really only have 2 extra legs, and I'm okay with that. You know, so
How's that going with your leg?
oh, dude, it sucks. It's like the fucking worst. There's so much pain when I put the prosthetic on that I have to actually take the prosthetic off just for it to stop hurting. And I went to the doctor, and like the actual bone hurts, because the bone is being rubbed against the inside of the prosthetic. And I was at the doctor the other day, and I'm like, dude, number one, it hasn't grown back yet. Okay, you didn't tell me about this shit before you recommended cutting it off, right? And I'm like, fuck you for that. Okay. And number two, I'm having all this pain. And he looks at me like I'm fucking retarded, right? Like fucking, he's like, you got it chopped off 6 months ago.
Give me just a second, guys.
Yeah, like what do you think? Like fucking, you're just gonna be moonwalking when you fucking get the leg? And I was like, that's kind of what I was hoping. I see all these fucking amps on YouTube, fucking, and they're like, I got my leg last week, and I'm running the Boston Marathon tomorrow morning, and I'm like, motherfucker, right? So, so yeah, it's painful as fuck now. I bought crutches today, right? Like I have some crutches now because I'm gonna try and see how mobile I can be with the crutches.
And the leg,
but they're like the Timmy crutches, right? So fucking, or you put all the pressure on your wrist, right? So it's a lot easier than regular crutches that all the pain's on your armpit. And I was like, I would rather look like Timmy than Jimmy. So fucking, it's all good. Thank you,
Jimmy.
Right. would rather do that. So, we'll see what happens. But all right, I'm gonna go. I'm fucking taking over too much of your show. So fucking
hilarious.
We're gonna be heading.
Thanks for coming on, Chris.
No problem, guys.
You.
Thank you for having me. Anytime you guys need anything, just let me know.
You're the best.
All right, guys. Tell Jared I said goodbye because he had to take a shit. All right. All right, guys. I'll see you later, man.
See you, Chris.
Bye.
Well, guys, that was awesome to have Chris on. It was, again, he's kind of the reason that we kind of all met each other and got to know each other and how this all came about.
And hate each other. Yes.
I can hate you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of jealousy just because you beat the piss out of me in 15 minutes of lame.
That's right. You still love me. Still love me.
I love you. I can still fucking hate you though.
Where's my broom?
We're going with the sweep, are we? The sweep.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. All right. Yep. Okay, I'm bored now. Go fuck yourself, Val.
She just might.
I should say. She's like, all right, see you later.
Peace.
But,
now we should all log off and say, see you later, Jared.
I almost want to wait for him at least to come back to say goodnight to the fucker.
Yeah. Okay, will do. Yeah. All right, now we're back. And now
there
we're
you go.
So you got something good to send us off on, Jared?
Yeah, I do. You want a positive note for the week?
I do. I like
all right, so here's my little positive effigy. All right. Fuck the haters. Do what makes you happy. And if the people that surround you don't make you happy, then get rid of them and find people that do. Because we have surely cut the dead weight, and I found the guys that make me happy and bring joy back to my hobby. And I hope that everybody in this chat and everybody that listens to this also finds that. And they can find their core group of guys or core group of people that that bring joy back into their life like these guys do to me.
Look at you.
Not these guys. These guys.
No, that's
well
awesome.
Said. Well said.
And no, like I enjoy this. Like we're having fun. We got good people around us. You got Mike. You got Val. You got my wife. Your wives.
I didn't expect it to get that gay.
No, you know what?
Expect the unexpected.
Once in a while, he becomes all fucking soft and mushy.
He's mushy guy.
He's a mushy
guy.
Sensitive guy.
Yeah.
Look, do you guys want me? I can't get a read off you motherfuckers. What do you want me to be? You want me to be happy all the fucking time? You want me to be mean? I can't fucking get a read. I'm too drunk. I'm not drunk enough. I mean, what the fuck is it? Okay.
That was good. No, calm down. It was good. We were like fucking commending you. Holy fuck.
Pretty sure
take the compliment.
Slightly. I'm slightly erect right now.
More of a semi.
I like the drunk mean guy. Yeah. I like when he's staring into the camera and you don't know where he's looking at.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
All right.
love you guys. Thanks everybody for coming out. It was awesome to have you guys out. Hopefully make it out next week. And see you guys. Peace out. We're gonna do our
Oh, here it
outro.
comes. Not smooth at all, but we're gonna do the outro now.
Oh fuck. You know what?
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for showing up.
See y'all next time.
See you guys in the back, and I'll
See you in the
talk
back,
to you guys later. Bye.
Yep.